So we're at Bass Pro Shop with Chester, and this is his first time here. So we're just letting him do some loose leash walking, exploring everything, new sights, new smells, new everything, new sounds. So we're not going to immediately try to get him to, do a series of obedient tests when he's being bombarded with all this new stimuli. Let him acclimate for a little bit. But one thing that I do want to stress, and this is for anybody that's watching it, but especially for the owners of Chester, is that dogs learn through association, and they do that in ways that we probably don't even appreciate. Like, for example, let's say that you have a dog that every time it's being trained properly, it's only being done at the park. When it's like, in a soccer field or something, or in your backyard. Well, though it's learning to be obedient in those environments, it's also learning to be obedient when it's on grass. So what happens if you take it inside into your house on carpet or tile or something? The dog might be equally obedient. It also might not be. We actually had an issue with that last week. A dog that was perfectly well trained, and the owners were saying, oh, it works really well when it's outside and we're going for walks, but inside our house, it just forgets everything it's ever learned. It's like two different animals. And that's because, Chester, come. Yep, come. Yes, good boy. And that's because the dog had learned, well, I do this obedience training when I'm outside and when I'm, on the cement or the concrete, the grass, public areas. But we never taught the dog to be obedient in its owner's home because the dog was with us. How could we? And that was an unexpected thing they didn't anticipate. And to be fair, we didn't anticipate it fully ourselves. But it was an easy enough fix. It's just a matter of then taking the things it's already learned and reinforcing those and proofing them in new contexts. So if you find that, Chester does really well when we're at a park or we go to Home Depot, but at our house or our grandma's, it's like he reverts back to his pre-trained days. Well, that's just because it's a brand new environment that he hasn't learned to be obedient under. And it might even be a textile thing, like, maybe he's never learned obedience on carpet. There's carpet here, like, maybe some shag carpet or something like that. I've never taught him on shag carpet before, so what if he's in a house that's covered all in shag carpet and it's a place he's never been? Should he be just as obedient? His first inclination may not be. And that's not, a strike against Chester or his training or, his owners. That's just, it's facts. He's got to learn to be obedient under all conditions. Which is why learning is a never-ending process. He will never stop doing, he'll never stop learning. His training is eternal. That's true of every living creature. All right, ready to do some obedience training? Chester, heel. Heel. You can see I'm giving him corrections with the pop on the e-collar or with the leash when he tries to sniff or go too far ahead or too far away from me. I usually don't want him to be more than 6 inches away from me. But I also don't want him hugging my leg either. I want to be able to walk. Nope. Very good. Yes. Good heel, boy. Very nice. Nope. Okay, good. Heel. Nope. Okay, good boy. Yeah. Now, another tip for Chester's owners: when Chester is, being disobedient, you don't want to immediately go to, yelling at him and berating him. You can do, various levels, like a gradual escalation of intensity, right? So, like, he's sniffing right now, he's a little distracted. But if I want him to stop being distracted and to continue with our walk, I'll say, let's go. And that worked. He just turned around and now he's following me. But now if he, let me see if he gets distracted again. But if he doesn't listen to that, I might give him a little pop on the collar with the leash, like this. Okay. There you go. Sorry. I forgot to hold the thing down fully. So, anyways, but basically again, just to demonstrate, like that. Just a quick pop. Not yanking him, not tugging him, not dragging him across the floor. Like that. And he responds. I didn't even have to say anything. And if he didn't listen even after that, I might call again. And if he doesn't listen, I would say a sharp nope. And if he didn't listen then, I'd go with a buzz on the e-collar.
I don't think she knows Chester.
I don't think Chester's met her before. What's her name?
Maybe they have. They've been,
Have they?
she's
Okay.
been here for the weekend, so they've probably seen each other.
I mean, I haven't even met her yet.
Yeah. That's Fiona. Isn't
Chester-
her name awesome?
Yeah. I think Chester just blew a stinker.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. There's a dog that looks just like him.
Is there?
Thumper.
Really?
Yeah.
And
He just came in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Same
Looks
breed?
just like him.
All right.
I don't know if they're the same breed, but they same light color and
Mm-hmm.
they just look alike. What breed is he?
I actually don't.
Lab or like a pit bull mix?
I thought he was a mutt, but I'm not certain. He looks like he definitely has lab in him,
Right.
or some retriever.
Hi, handsome. Hi, handsome. You don't hear them, Chester? Hello. Hello, Chester. Oh. Oh, handsome Chester.
Yeah, good girl.
Yes.
Good boy.
Fiona, let's go.
All right, let's go. And of course, even if you have to give a severe correction, like a zap on the e-collar or a stern talking to, after, you want to make sure that the correction is done very quickly in association with what is being corrected, because if you take too long, even seconds too long, the association could theoretically be lost, in which case it goes from correction to just animal abuse. Now you're just hating on the animal for no reason. But we want to use these tools to help it to learn, not just to bruise them up. Nobody wants that. The other thing to keep in mind is that as soon as the correction is finished, revert right back to being your ordinary, excited, lovable self. That way he is assured that he hasn't lost your favor, that's not the end of the world, that the only thing you're upset about or that he's in trouble for is what he got corrected for. But now that the thing is over, you can go back to just being best friends again. And that'll help him to avoid any spirals of depression, anxiety, or uncertainty. And yes, animals do suffer from anxiety and depression, just like people do. Chester, sit.
Say hi.
Sit.
Oh.
Chester, sit. Sit. Good boy, yes. There you go.
Good handsome boy.
Yeah. Made it a little harder for you there with the distraction of the dog and all that. Good boy.
Girl.
Do you know where Kelton is? All right. Okay.